Forget everything you think you know about Vietnam. While millions of tourists flock to Ho Chi Minh City's chaos and Hanoi's traffic nightmares, there's a completely different Vietnam hidden in plain sight. One where your monthly expenses are lower than a single dinner in Manhattan, where you can rent a traditional house for less than a parking spot in San Francisco, and where the biggest decision of your day is whether to take your morning coffee by the rice fields or the mountain stream. These aren't tourist destinations, they're real communities where life moves at a human pace, where neighbors still know each other's names, and where a Western pension or remote income can buy you a lifestyle that would cost millions in the developed world. But here's the secret. The best villages aren't the ones you'll find on travel blogs or expat forums. They're the places that don't even have English signs, where foreigners are so rare that children still wave in genuine curiosity. Today we're going to explore Vietnam's hidden gems, untouched villages where expats are discovering that paradise isn't just affordable, it's practically free. From mountain communities where mist rolls through ancient forests to coastal towns where fishing boats dot crystal clear waters, these places offer something that's becoming impossible to find anywhere else. Authentic life at an authentic price. Mai Chau Valley, the Switzerland of Southeast Asia. Tucked away in Ho Chi Minh Province, Mai Chau Valley feels like someone transported a piece of Switzerland to Southeast Asia and forgot to add the Swiss prices. This stunning valley, surrounded by limestone mountains and filled with emerald rice paddies, is home to the white Thai ethnic minority, and increasingly, to expats who've discovered that paradise can cost less than their old phone bill. The numbers are almost unbelievable. A traditional stilt house with mountain views rents for $150 to $250 per month, complete with wooden floors, elevated design for natural cooling, and views that would cost thousands in any Western mountain resort. Local meals cost $1 to $2, and they're not just cheap, they're fresh, organic, and prepared with ingredients grown in the valley itself. What makes Mai Chau special isn't just the cost, it's the complete lifestyle package. The valley operates on agricultural rhythms that have remained unchanged for centuries. Farmers still work the rice paddies by hand, water buffalo wander freely through the village, and the evening entertainment is watching sunset paint the mountains in shades of gold and purple. The expat community here is small but growing. Remote workers have discovered that Mai Chau offers something impossible in most places: complete tranquility with reliable internet. Several villages now have fiber optic connections, making it possible to manage international businesses from traditional wooden houses surrounded by rice fields. Transportation costs are minimal because you don't need transportation. Everything is walkable or bikeable. The local market is a 5-minute walk from most accommodations. Traditional restaurants are scattered throughout the valley, and the main entertainment is hiking trails that wind through some of the most beautiful mountain scenery in Southeast Asia. The cultural integration is remarkably smooth. The white Thai people have a long tradition of hospitality and the valley's tourism infrastructure, while small-scale means locals are accustomed to foreigners. Language barriers exist, but are overcome through patience and good humor. Many expats report learning basic Vietnamese and Thai dialects within months of arrival. The healthcare situation is basic but functional. While serious medical issues require travel to Hanoi, about 3 hours, the valley has basic medical facilities and traditional healers who've been practicing for generations. The clean air, organic food, and stress-free lifestyle mean most expats find they need less medical care than they did in their home countries. Hoi An countryside, beyond the tourist trail. While Hoi An's ancient town drowns in tour groups and overpriced restaurants, the countryside just 10 kilometers away offers a completely different experience. The rural areas provide all the cultural richness of central Vietnam without the tourist markup, and at prices that will make you question everything you thought you knew about cost of living. The farming communities around Hoi An have maintained traditional Vietnamese life while adapting to modern conveniences. Internet is reliable, healthcare is accessible, and the food is incredible. Rice paddies stretch to the horizon, interrupted by small villages where life revolves around family, farming, and community gatherings. Housing options range from traditional Vietnamese houses, $100 to $200 per month, to modern homes built by entrepreneurial locals, $200 to $400 per month. Most come with gardens where you can grow your own vegetables, and many include fruit trees. Dragon fruit, jackfruit, and mango are common. The combination of ultra-low rent and free fresh produce means monthly food costs can drop to $50 to $100 for people who embrace local eating. The expat community is diverse but small. Digital nomads, retirees, and remote workers have discovered that Hoi An's countryside offers the perfect balance of cultural immersion and modern convenience. The famous beaches of Hoi An are a 20-minute motorbike ride away, while the mountains of Mai Son are equally accessible for weekend adventures. Transportation is brilliantly simple. A motorbike purchase or rental costs $200 to $500, and fuel is incredibly cheap. Most expats find they can travel extensively throughout central Vietnam for less than they used to spend on monthly transportation in their home countries. The countryside roads are scenic and relatively safe, making motorbike travel more pleasure than necessity. The cultural experiences are authentic and ongoing. Village festivals, traditional cooking classes with local families, and participation in rice harvesting are regular occurrences. The relationship between expats and locals tends to be genuine and mutually beneficial. Foreigners bring outside income and perspectives, while locals provide cultural knowledge and community integration. The climate is tropical but manageable. The dry season, February-August, offers perfect weather for outdoor activities, while the rainy season provides dramatic scenery and cooler temperatures. The seasonal rhythm matches agricultural cycles, creating a natural flow to daily life that many expats find deeply satisfying. Moc Chau Plateau, the Highland Paradise. For hours north of Hanoi, Moc Chau Plateau exists in a different world entirely. This highland region, famous for its dairy farms and tea plantations, offers a cooler climate, stunning mountain scenery, and a cost of living so low it seems like a mathematical error. The plateau is home to several ethnic minorities, creating a cultural diversity that's both fascinating and welcoming to foreigners. The geography is breathtaking. Rolling hills covered in green tea bushes stretch to the horizon, interrupted by dairy farms that could be transplanted from Switzerland. The elevation, 1,000 meters above sea level, creates a year-round climate that's comfortable without air conditioning, a significant cost savings compared to Vietnam's lowlands. Housing is abundant and incredibly affordable. Traditional houses rent for $80 to $150 per month, while modern homes built by Vietnamese returning from overseas can be had for $200 to $350. Many properties come with land for gardening, and some include existing fruit trees or small farming operations. The possibility of becoming semi-self-sufficient in food production is realistic and appealing to many expats. The local economy is based on agriculture and small-scale tourism, creating opportunities for expats to integrate economically. Teaching English, offering photography services, or helping with tourism marketing are all viable income sources. The plateau's scenic beauty attracts domestic tourists, creating a small but steady market for services. Transportation infrastructure is improving rapidly. The plateau is connected to Hanoi by excellent roads, and local transportation is cheap and efficient. Most expats find that a motorbike is sufficient for daily needs, while occasional trips to Hanoi for shopping or medical care are easily manageable. The cultural environment is unique. The ethnic minorities Hmong, Thai, and Muong have their own languages, traditions, and festivals. The diversity creates a tolerant atmosphere where foreigners are just another type of minority. Integration happens naturally through shared activities like farming, local markets, and community celebrations. The food scene is exceptional. Fresh dairy products, organic vegetables, and traditional ethnic cuisine create a diet that's both healthy and incredibly affordable. Many expats report significant health improvements from the combination of clean air, organic food, and active lifestyle. Phu Quoc Island, the Caribbean of Vietnam. While Phu Quoc's main tourist areas have become increasingly developed, the island's rural areas and smaller communities offer a tropical paradise experience at Vietnamese prices. This island off the coast of Cambodia provides beach living that rivals any tropical destination, with the added benefits of excellent infrastructure and minimal costs. The island's geography creates diverse living options. Coastal areas offer beachfront living with incredible sunsets, while inland communities provide jungle settings with mountain views. The variety means expats can choose environments that match their preferences while staying within tiny budgets. Housing ranges from beachfront bungalows, $200 to $400 per month, to inland houses with garden space, $100 to $250 per month. Many properties are built in traditional Vietnamese style with modern amenities, providing comfort without sacrificing character. The island's rapid development means infrastructure is modern and reliable. The expat community is growing, but still small enough to maintain a close-knit feel. Digital nomads, retirees, and remote workers have created an informal network that helps newcomers integrate. The community is supportive without being insular, and locals are generally welcoming to foreigners. Transportation on the island is simple and cheap. Motorbikes are the primary mode of transport, and the island's size makes everything accessible. Ferry connections to the mainland are frequent and affordable, while the new international airport provides easy access to other Southeast Asian destinations. The food scene combines Vietnamese cuisine with influences from Cambodia and Thailand. Fresh seafood is abundant and incredibly cheap, while tropical fruits grow wild throughout the island. Many expats find their food costs drop to $30 to $50 per month when they embrace local eating habits. The climate is tropical but moderated by sea breezes. The dry season offers perfect weather for outdoor activities, while the rainy season provides dramatic scenery and cooler temperatures. The seasonal rhythm creates natural variety in daily life. Cat Ba Island, the hidden gem of Ha Long Bay. While millions visit Ha Long Bay's famous limestone formations, Cat Ba Island offers the same stunning scenery with authentic Vietnamese island life and prices that belong in a different century. The island's landscape is dramatic and diverse. Half the island is national park with jungle-covered mountains and hidden beaches. The other half includes fishing villages, small farms, and growing communities that welcome long-term residents. The combination creates unlimited recreational opportunities within a small geographic area. Housing options reflect the island's dual nature. Traditional fishing village houses rent for $60 to $120 per month, while newer constructions with modern amenities cost $150 to $300. Many properties offer incredible views of either the ocean or the limestone karst formations that make the area famous. The expat community is small but established. Remote workers and retirees have discovered that Cat Ba offers something unique: dramatic natural beauty with reliable modern infrastructure. The island has good internet, regular ferry connections to Hanoi, and a growing service sector that caters to both locals and long-term foreign residents. Transportation is beautifully simple. The island is small enough that everything is accessible by motorbike or even bicycle. Ferry connections to the mainland are frequent and affordable, while the island's own attractions, beaches, hiking trails, and fishing villages are all within easy reach. The economic opportunities are interesting. The island's tourism sector is growing but not overdeveloped, creating niches for expats to offer services. Photography, tour guiding, English teaching, and online business management are all viable income sources. The cultural environment is authentic Vietnamese island life. Fishing remains the primary economic activity, and traditional festivals and customs are maintained. The integration of expats into local life happens naturally through shared activities and mutual economic benefit. Dalat surroundings, the mountain retreat. While Dalat itself has become increasingly touristy, the mountains and valleys surrounding this former French hill station offer some of Vietnam's most appealing expat destinations. The higher elevation creates a temperate climate that's comfortable year-round, while the agricultural economy provides abundant fresh food at incredible prices. The mountain communities around Dalat maintain traditional Vietnamese highland culture while offering modern conveniences. Coffee plantations, vegetable farms, and flower gardens create a landscape that's both beautiful and economically productive. The elevation and climate make it possible to grow temperate crops that are expensive elsewhere in Vietnam. Housing in these mountain communities is affordable and often includes land for gardening. Traditional houses rent for $80 to $150 per month, while modern homes built by Vietnamese returning from overseas cost $200 to $400. Many properties come with established gardens, fruit trees, or small farming operations. The expat community is diverse and growing. Digital nomads, retirees, and remote workers have discovered that the mountains around Dalat offer perfect conditions for focused work and relaxed living. The community is supportive and welcoming, with regular social gatherings and mutual assistance networks. Transportation is scenic and affordable. Motorbikes are the primary mode of transport, and the mountain roads offer some of Vietnam's most beautiful scenery. Travel to Dalat for shopping or services is easy, while Ho Chi Minh City is accessible for occasional trips to urban amenities. The food scene is exceptional. Fresh vegetables, fruits, and herbs are abundant and incredibly cheap. Many expats develop gardens that provide significant portions of their food, while local markets offer organic produce at prices that seem impossible. The combination of gardening and local purchasing can reduce food costs to $30 to $50 per month. The practical reality of village life. Living in Vietnam's untouched villages requires some practical considerations that differ significantly from urban expat experiences. The infrastructure is generally reliable but basic, internet speeds vary by location, and healthcare requires more planning than in major cities. Visa requirements are the same throughout Vietnam, but village life makes compliance easier and cheaper. The lower cost of living means visa fees and border runs represent smaller percentages of monthly budgets. Many villages have growing expat communities that share information about visa strategies and compliance. Banking and finance require some adjustment. While ATMs are available in most areas, cash is still the primary medium for daily transactions. International banking is possible, but requires planning and occasional trips to larger cities. The lower cost of living means smaller amounts of cash last much longer. Communication barriers exist, but are manageable. English is less common in villages than in cities, but basic Vietnamese goes a long way. Many expats report that language learning accelerates in village environments where immersion is complete and locals are patient with foreigners attempting to communicate. Healthcare is basic but functional. Village clinics handle routine issues, while serious medical problems require travel to provincial or city hospitals. The clean air, organic food, and stress-free lifestyle mean many expats find they need less medical care than they did in their home countries. The economics of village living. The financial reality of Vietnam's villages is transformative for most expats. Total monthly expenses, including housing, food, transportation, and entertainment, can easily stay under $500 for comfortable living. This makes retirement possible for people with modest savings, while remote workers can save significant percentages of their income. The cost structure is fundamentally different from Western countries. Housing costs are so low they become negligible, while food costs drop dramatically when you eat locally. Transportation is cheap and often unnecessary, while entertainment costs are minimal because natural beauty and community activities are free. The economic opportunities are growing but still limited. Teaching English, offering professional services, or developing online businesses are the primary income sources for expats. The key is that income requirements are so low that part-time work or modest pensions can support comfortable lifestyles. The investment potential is significant, but requires careful research. Property ownership by foreigners is restricted, but long-term leases and business partnerships are possible. The rapid development of rural infrastructure and growing domestic tourism create opportunities for those willing to invest time and energy. The cultural integration challenge. Successfully integrating into Vietnamese village life requires patience, respect, and genuine interest in local culture. Villages operate on relationship-based systems where trust is earned over time. Expats who approach village life with humility and genuine curiosity tend to integrate successfully, while those seeking to recreate Western lifestyles often struggle. The language barrier is real but surmountable. Basic Vietnamese is essential for daily life, while learning local dialects helps with deeper integration. Many expats report that language learning accelerates in village environments where immersion is complete and locals are eager to help. Cultural adaptation involves accepting different rhythms and priorities. Village life moves at natural rather than clock-based rhythms, agricultural cycles influence daily patterns, and community relationships take precedence over individual preferences. Expats who embrace these differences tend to find village life deeply satisfying. The social integration happens through participation in community activities. Helping with harvests, participating in festivals, and contributing to community projects create bonds that transcend language and cultural barriers. Many expats report that village integration provides social connections that are deeper and more meaningful than those in urban environments. The future of Vietnam's village expat communities. Vietnam's village expat communities are at a tipping point. Rapid economic development, improving infrastructure, and growing international awareness are changing these communities quickly. The challenge is maintaining the authentic character and affordability that make these places special while accommodating growth and development. Government policy is generally supportive of rural development and foreign investment, but regulations can change. Visa policies, property ownership rules, and business regulations are all subject to modification as Vietnam's economy evolves. Successful expat communities are those that maintain good relationships with local authorities and adapt to changing circumstances. The impact of climate change is creating both challenges and opportunities. Rising sea levels affect coastal communities, while changing weather patterns influence agricultural cycles. However, Vietnam's villages are often more resilient than urban areas, with traditional knowledge and practices that adapt to environmental changes. The technology revolution is reaching even remote villages. Internet connectivity is improving rapidly, mobile banking is becoming standard, and digital services are expanding. These changes make village life more convenient while potentially altering its character. Conclusion: the last paradise. Vietnam's untouched villages represent something increasingly rare in our connected world. Places where authentic life is still possible at authentic prices. These communities offer expats the opportunity to live richly on modest incomes, to integrate into functioning communities, and to experience daily life that's both simple and profoundly satisfying. The window for discovering these places is still open, but it's closing. As Vietnam continues its rapid development, as international awareness grows, and as infrastructure improves, these villages will inevitably change. The expats who are discovering them now are pioneers in a movement that could reshape how we think about retirement, remote work, and the good life. The key to success in Vietnam's villages is approaching them with respect, patience, and genuine curiosity. These aren't theme parks or retirement communities. They're real places where real people live real lives. Expats who embrace the challenge of integration, who learn the language, and who contribute to their communities find that Vietnam's villages offer something that's becoming impossible to find anywhere else. A chance to live well, live cheaply, and live authentically. The adventure is waiting. The only question is whether you're ready to leave behind everything you think you know about what life should cost and what paradise should look like. In Vietnam's untouched villages, both are about to surprise you.